Right now, dangerous heat and humidity arrive in Wisconsin for the next few days, what the forecast is showing, and how to stay cool in these hot conditions. Also, we are one day away from the GOP presidential debate in Milwaukee. We'll look at who will be participating and which candidate is skipping out. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in. We begin with near record high temperatures moving into southern Wisconsin, where some parts of the state could get into the triple digits. Our News 3 Now weather team has multiple alert days in the forecast, starting with today. For the latest, let's head out to the Weather Center, out to the weather patio that is meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Not too bad yet, but getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. We are officially in that alert day status simply now that the humidity has been creeping up. It wasn't bad this morning, but now that humidity and temperature starting to come up, we've got nothing but sunshine. Right now, our first warn weather cam from Queen Bee Radio there in Platteville. Sky cam showing nothing but sunshine there in Platteville. We've got sunshine across the state. Now, I want to show you the dew points. A lot of people ask, what is the dew point? Well, that's the actual measurement of the amount of moisture in the air. So the temperature cannot go below 68. That would give you 100% humidity. But the dew point, once it gets in the upper 60s, it is humid. Once it gets above 70, that's when you really feel it starts to get dangerous as you get above 75. Heat index right now, 84, so it's not terrible yet. But with these temperatures continuing to climb, we do have the heat advisory into effect. Later today, we are expecting that heat index to get in the mid to upper 90s here in south central parts of the state. Tomorrow, though, that's going to be the peak. This is when we're talking about dangerous heat indices up 105 to 110. This goes into effect almost all day tomorrow. It's going to get off to a much muggier start. Therefore, we do have that first warn alert day. All of southern Wisconsin, high temperatures near 100 tomorrow, and that heat index up to 105, maybe 110 in some areas. That high heat will continue into Thursday. Right now, 81 in the Madison area. When you have that dew point of 68, that gives us that heat index of 84. So you got the combination between those two. Temperatures climbing up close to 90, if not slightly above, at least in the Madison area. Areas to the east will not see the heat yet there in parts of Jefferson and Dodge County. Simply, there's a little bit of a breeze coming in off of Lake Michigan, giving them a little bit cooler weather going throughout the afternoon. 81 right now with the southerly winds at 8. Temperatures climbing quickly through the 80s into the lower 90s with that south wind up to around 10 miles per hour. We'll talk more about this heat and how long we can expect it to last coming up.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Well, with the heat, it's important to remember the signs of heat stroke and exhaustion. Some of the symptoms a person having heat stroke experiences include a high temperature, dry skin, a throbbing headache, but they won't be sweating. On the other hand, someone experiencing heat exhaustion will be sweating. They could appear pale, have muscle cramps, get tired, and feel weak. If you think you or someone near you is experiencing heat stroke, the CDC recommends calling 911 immediately. If it's heat exhaustion, you should head to a cool setting and hydrate. And if you don't have AC during this hot stretch of weather, there are a few home remedies you could try to cool off. If you don't have AC or if it breaks down during the summer's extreme heat, an easy and effective way to keep cool is by wetting a bandana or cloth and putting it around your neck. A UW engineering professor says as blood circulates, it can help cool the rest of your body like a personal air conditioning. Another tip is to fill a sock with rice or beans and stick it in the freezer for a couple of hours so you have something cool and dry to put under your pillow when you go to bed.
In these really hot days, getting close to 100, we're not used to that here. All these climate change things are telling that we're going to get more and more of these extreme weather days, and we'll have to adjust ourselves to that.
And if you do have AC, you want to make sure it'll last all summer as well. To prevent it from failing, try giving it a rest when you can, keeping it set around 70 to 72 degrees and turning it off during the night. We have some places that you can go if you don't have AC and you need to cool down. Public libraries in Beloit, Janesville, and Verona are all open for you to use. And in Middleton, City Hall is open from 8 to 4 on weekdays. The police and fire departments are available 24/7. For the specific hours of each cooling center location and a full list, head to channel3000.com. We also have a list of cooling centers in your community strolling at the bottom of the screen. And you can stay up to date on these high temperatures with our First Warn Forecast Weather app. It has hourly forecast, road conditions, and the latest radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. A huge cleanup is underway in parts of Southern California after Tropical Storm Hillary buried entire neighborhoods in mud and debris. Death Valley National Park remains closed after the storm delivered a year's worth of rain in one day. An estimated 400 residents, visitors, and employees are sheltering in place until the roads are passable again. In Cathedral City, emergency crews used bulldozers to rescue residents trapped in 5 feet of mud. Officials say it feels more like quicksand.
You got a wall of water mixed with sand and mud, so trying to walk through it is different than just mud or just sand.
Joshua Tree National Park and Lake Mead National Recreation Centers are both reopening today after the storm. Well, one day after President Biden visited fire-ravaged Lahaina, Hawaii, recovery efforts continue as many fire victims begin the process of putting their lives back together. Danya Backus has the latest from Lahaina.
Many people in Lahaina warmly welcomed President Biden and the First Lady Monday as they toured wildfire damage. But some residents are now anxious to see if the president's promises of unwavering federal aid are kept and when that help will arrive.
His words will be hollow unless there is action behind it.
Susie Richter lost her home in the fires.
What happens after this and what happens next? We're all watching. The world is watching.
The Biden administration has approved at least $8.2 million in federal aid, including $3 million in initial rental assistance that's already been handed out.
Country grieves with you, stands with you, and will do everything possible to help you recover, rebuild, and respect culture and traditions when the rebuilding takes place.
More than 1,000 federal personnel remain on the ground here on Maui, including nearly 450 search and rescue experts.
Hey, buddy, ready to go?
Christy Borman and her dog Canyon are one of 40 cadaver dog teams sifting through what remains.
We hate that this has happened to these people, but we're very passionate about getting answers for as many families as we can.
With hundreds of people still listed as missing, authorities expect the death toll to keep rising. Danya Backus, CBS News, Lahaina, Hawaii.
And the death toll is at 115. Names of the deceased who have been identified have not yet been released. Well, the lineup for tomorrow night's GOP presidential debate is officially set. There will be 8 candidates in attendance. Those set to take part include Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, former Vice President Mike Pence, and former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. Notably absent from the debate stage will be former president and current frontrunner for the nomination, Donald Trump. Trump confirmed on social media Sunday that he would not take part in the debate, writing in part, quote, "The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had." In lieu of appearing in Milwaukee, Trump has reportedly taped an interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson that may be released tomorrow. Stay with News 3 Now as our reporting teams join us live from the debate in Milwaukee throughout the day tomorrow. News 3 Now this morning anchor Chris Stanford will give you everything you need to know in the morning. And reporters Will Keneally and Catherine Merck will be tracking the debate live from Pfizer Forum throughout the night. New at noon, a man was arrested in Poinet for allegedly stealing a go-kart from a Madison store earlier this month. The vehicle was taken from the store in the 2200 block of South Stoughton Road the morning of August 9th. Surveillance video showed 2 people cutting off a chain and stealing the go-kart. The 35-year-old suspect was identified and arrested at his home in Poinet. He's facing tentative charges of theft. He's facing charges of theft. And looking ahead to tomorrow, flags will fly at half-staff in honor of Jackson County veteran whose body has finally returned home decades after he was killed. U.S. Army Corporal Donald DuPont of Alma Center was reported missing in action during the Korean War. The 22-year-old went missing after a battle near the Choiseul Reservoir in South Korea in 1950. In 2018, North Korea turned over 55 boxes containing remains of American service members killed during the war, and DuPont's remains were identified. He'll be buried in Fairchild tomorrow. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Why Nissan is recalling thousands of Sentras and another big recall from Trader Joe's. The details coming up in the Money Watch report.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate summer with our hot summer sale. We're talking about hot savings of 23%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 3 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board for our hot summer sale. Save 23% off gutters or insulation with any full siding project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
At Lawton Cates, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after an accident or return to the job following an injury, we fight the odds and the insurance company for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Bodies summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
You've got this. 10 days, 2 kids, and the open road. Tourist traps, set. Souvenir allowances, dispersed. Juice boxes, abundant. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with access to over 30,000 surcharge-free ATMs. So when must-see attractions become must-pay with cash adventures, we've got you.
Mom, why is the front door open?
You've got this with Associated Bank.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
The amount of money Americans want to switch jobs has now reached a new high. According to a survey from the New York Federal Reserve Bank, Americans on average say the lowest pay they'd accept to change jobs is just under $79,000. That's up from a little over $72,000 last year. Nissan is recalling more than 236,000 Sentras because of potential steering control issues. The recall covers models from the years 2020 through 2022. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the vehicle's front suspension tie rods can bend or break, which could cause drivers to lose control of steering and crash. Owners of the impacted cars can go to their dealer for a free repair. And Trader Joe's announcing another big recall, this time for multigrain crackers with sunflower and flax seeds. They may contain bits of metal. The recall covers crackers with a best if used by date between March 1st and March 5th of 2024. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Checking stocks at the noon hour, the Dow Industrial is down 110 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 39. The S&P 500 down about 4 3/4. Next at noon, we'll have today's egg prices, and Kelly has more on our alert days. And then today on Live at 4, the summer may be slowing to an end, but that won't stop the mosquitoes from biting. Consumer Reports helps us decide on insect repellents.
At Bergstrom Automotive, you'll never pay above manufactured suggested retail price. That'd be like bringing a sword to a dinosaur fight. Silly. That would be silly. Yes, you'll always pay fair market price and never above MSRP. If you're tired of hearing no, join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
Do you suffer from chronic or severe back or neck pain? Did you know that there is now a treatment method available right here at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center that offers hope of avoiding spinal surgery for those suffering with bulging, herniated, or degenerative discs? Our therapies help reduce pain related to these conditions and have a high success rate in helping people just like you avoid back or neck surgery.
I've experienced low back pain for over 15 years. I had back surgery when I was 26 and had difficulties recovering. The doctors at Midwest Spine and Nerve Center have given me a new lease on life. I am now able to enjoy an active, pain-free lifestyle.
Call Midwest Spine and Nerve Center now to schedule a no-obligation consultation to see if our progressive pain-relieving therapies are right for you.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on Beauty Rest adjustable base sets. Beauty Rest Queen mattresses start at only $299, and when you upgrade to a Beauty Rest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
The Jennifer Hudson Show is action-packed. We're learning about love with Jay Shetty.
A lot of relationships have expectations, but they don't have agreements.
Then Ugly Betty's Michael Urie.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Kids head back to class in just a couple weeks.
Tomorrow, we'll help you pack your students' lunchbox with healthy options they'll really love.
And we will have an update on the dangerous heat and humidity over the next couple of days and see how long it will last tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report out of the radio barn today. She'll be back on Friday, so here are your farm numbers. Well, wolves are making a comeback in Europe, so a new kind of shepherd is roaming the mountains to make sure everyone gets along. Ian Lee shows us how they're protecting their herds.
A battle of life or death is playing out in the Swiss Alps. Shepherd Mathis von Sippenthal and his trusty dog keep an eye on their grazing sheep. That's because wolves roam these mountains.
Mostly it's like the wolf is coming for 2-3 days and then he's gone.
Vigilance is key here, not only to save Mathis's 480 sheep, but the wolves too. The predators are making a comeback in many European countries after being wiped out over a century ago. Volunteers help keep watch, camping out with night vision goggles and a sturdy heart, ready to cry wolf at a moment's notice. You can't be scared. One person tracks the wolves while the other approaches them with a powerful flashlight and whistle to chase them away, says this cardiologist. Last year, wolves killed nearly 1,500 animals in Switzerland. So hundreds of volunteers try to keep the peace. We deterred wolves from flocks 32 times, and these are situations where attacks could have happened, he says. For Mathis, the extra help gives him peace of mind that his sheep and livelihood are safe.
For me, it's such a big help because, I'm nearly the whole day outside with them and herding them, and then I bring them back. Then it's nice to go down and have a rest.
Coming together to make sure man, sheep, and wolf can live in harmony in these majestic mountains. Ian Lee, CBS News.
And since the first pack was spotted in Switzerland in 2012, the number has swelled to some 250 wolves. Well, dangerous heat across southern Wisconsin now through Thursday. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka has the details. Kelly.
Yeah, it is warming up here on the patio. Thankfully, I do actually have a little bit of shade now that the sun is a little bit further south on the southern horizon. But if you're going to be out in the blazing sun, we got some dangerous heat, especially tomorrow. We do have the first warn alert day today, right through Thursday. Heat index today in the mid to upper 90s, but by tomorrow, this is going to be some dangerous heat where that heat index could approach 100. As temperatures get close to 100, it likely will be the hottest temperature we've seen since 2012 tomorrow. Temperatures may back off a little bit Thursday, but still very warm and humid, creating some high heat indices. All right, take a look at what happens in your car if the temperature is 95. This is why it's very important, if you're even just stopping at a convenience store, to make sure you take a look in the back seat that you don't have any of your pets, or for if you would have your kid in the back seat. But temperatures can warm very quickly. 95 degrees would turn into 114 inside that vehicle in just 10 minutes, and it would rise 30 degrees in 20 minutes. So that's why it's very important to make sure you double check your vehicle as you are headed in. 91 expected today. That is well above our average, and the record high today is 94. The normal high is 79. Our low tonight is going to be very close to that. So that tells you how humid it is going to be going through the overnight. We do have the heat advisories in effect this afternoon, and then heat index once again in the mid to upper 90s going into the afternoon hours. Noticing areas to the east won't be quite as warm simply because there is a little bit of a breeze coming in off of Lake Michigan that will keep temperatures down a little bit in Dodge and Jefferson counties down to Walworth County. Now tomorrow everybody's going to see the heat excessive heat warnings. This goes into effect starting at 10 o'clock up until 9 o'clock all day long. The peak heat index will likely be between 2 and 5 o'clock. That's when the heat index could be approaching 110, and that's when it will become dangerous. So definitely limit your time outdoors tomorrow afternoon during the peak heating, because once again, that heat index, some locations could be topping out above 110. I think some of these numbers might be overdoing it, but needless to say, it's going to be a brutal day tomorrow. Right now, you can see that heat where the real high heat is right now over Iowa, with the heat index already up to 106 in parts of Iowa. That's that humidity that's going to come our way. That heat dome is just sitting across the central United States. It's nudging northward, and we're going to get the peak of that coming in tonight, tomorrow night. It will start to flatten out a little bit Thursday as temperatures back off, and then we get some relief going into the upcoming weekend. But some of your safety tips that you need to be, obviously stay hydrated with this heat. If you have to work outdoors, take frequent breaks. Any strenuous activity, limit that outdoors as well, like colored clothing. Don't forget to check on the elderly. A lot of folks don't have air conditioning up here, and even if they do, you know, they might not have it on. Just make sure they're safe with that, and obviously also the pets. So temperatures right now, 81 in the Madison area, 82 in Janesville. These temperatures will continue to climb fairly quickly with a southerly wind. Most of us in the low 80s across Dane County at this hour. A lot of sunshine across the area as temperatures continue to climb up close to 90 this afternoon, and even into the evening, it's going to be much more humid than what we had to deal with yesterday evening. First warn alert day today, tomorrow, and Thursday. There's that peak of 99, the hottest temperature we've seen since 2012, if it gets up to that level. 93 on Thursday, still that heat index above 100. It backs off Friday along with a chance of storms, and then we cool it down just in time for the weekend.
I just get through the next few days, we should be okay.
Yeah, it looks like the next few days, and you know, this might be it for the high heat, at least for this year.
All right, thanks, Kelly. There's more to come on News Now at noon. Up next, let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today's recipe might not inspire you to speak French, but it will have you saying, ooh la la. Stick around, you'll see what I mean.
3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest for 1 year. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one, get one free ends Labor Day. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing
that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Je m'appelle Henri. Today, we're making crepes with a south-of-the-border twist. Since these aren't truly French, I guess I can take off the beret. Confused? It'll all make sense once I show you. The challenge of making traditional French crepe lies in the batter. It can be tricky to get the consistency just so. However, with the crepes we're making today, we don't have to worry about that. You see, rather than making the batter from scratch, we dip flour tortillas in a mixture of eggs, milk, sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla. Once they're moist, onto the griddle or skillet they go. We brown them on both sides, which just takes minutes. And unlike authentic crepes, every one of these will turn out picture perfect. After all the tortillas have been dipped and browned, we fill them with berries before rolling them up. Top them with a dollop of whipped cream and a bit of powdered sugar, and done. There you have it, a fancy-looking French crepe with a tasty shortcut twist. To get the recipe for what we call our shortcut fruit crepes, all you have to do is visit our website. You know, since they do look authentic, I think I'll wear the beret after all. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a raccourci, which in French means shortcut way, for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Kelly's back now with one last look at the weather.
Yeah, we do have the heat, and it will be continuing to climb this afternoon and especially tomorrow, but we do have the first warn alert day today, tomorrow, right through Thursday, so 3 alert days. The peak heating will be tomorrow afternoon, that heat index up close to 110, so that is some dangerous heat headed our way. It's going to be hot today, up to 91 with the heat index in the mid to upper 90s. Still hot on Thursday, heat index near 100. Does back off with a chance of rain and then some much cooler weather just in time for the weekend.
Looking forward to that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.